Hey you guys, we are back with another video, and this time we're going to be getting into my arroz con gandules, okay, with my little Rican accent. All right then, don't forget to like and subscribe before we get started, and turn on your post notifications so you never miss a video. This is absolutely my favorite rice, especially for Thanksgiving. It always makes everyone talk so much, and they all always love it. So without further ado, let's get into it. Now, and a large size pot, and I got these pots from Walmart for everyone that always asks. I'm going to be adding 1/4 cup of olive oil. I'm going to be cooking this on a medium to high heat at first right here, and then once that oil is really hot, I'm going to go ahead and add in my sofrito to that. And this is just my homemade sofrito. You can buy this from the store as well if you would like. There's some small local grocery stores that make them from scratch in the store there that you can always get them from as well. Now I'm just going to mix that up really nice till it comes up to a simmer like this. And I'm going to go ahead and add in 1 can of tomato sauce. I'm using mostly Goya products in this video for anyone that's wondering. And I'm just going to mix that up as well, bring that up to another simmer. I'm going to be going and adding 2 garlic cloves that were minced really well, and mix that up again. And I'm going to go ahead and add in 2 packets of Sazon from the Goya brand as well. And just rip that off, and then just empty that straight in there. And at this point, I was like fighting with it. Anyways, I had to rip it and make a bigger hole. So next, once I had that dropped in there, I'm going to go ahead and mix that up again. And I'm also going to be adding 2 packets of jamon seasoning. This is usually right next to the Sazon in Walmart and Publix as well for me. And this is what it looks like. I know most of you guys were asking about it and where I got it from, and that's what it was. So I'm going to be going ahead and adding in some Goya adobo as well. I added about 2 tablespoons. Now, the funniest thing about this is that you want it to be kind of salty at first. And that's the trick to getting a really good flavor on this. Not like overly salty that it's going to burn, but you want it to have a good amount of salt to it. Now I'm going to go ahead and add in 1 large can of gandules, or it should say green pigeon peas or anything of that sort. If you can't find the large can, you can always use 2 of the regular size cans. I know sometimes they might only have the ones that are in coconut milk. That is fine as well. Just drain out all of the liquid from there, and you can just throw those in as well. It's going to be the same thing. Now just mix those up really, really nice, making sure that we're coating all of those peas. And we're just going to let that cook for about 2 to 3 minutes. And then we're going to go ahead and add in our olives. These are completely optional. I know there's a lot of people that are like, olives, oh my gosh, ew, like whatever. Okay, bye. Like, okay, all right, I like them, they taste good. I feel like it makes the rice taste a lot better. So I'm gonna go ahead and throw in that whole container of olives right in there. If you're not too much of a fan of them but you still want the taste, I would recommend just using half of that container, and just mix those up as well and let it come back up to a simmer again. Now in the meantime, when all of this is going on, I'm going to go ahead and really quick just season this. I'm just going to season up this base really quick, and all I'm using is 2 teaspoons of each. I'm going to be using some onion powder, garlic powder, some black pepper, some paprika, and some oregano. And I'm just going to give that a quick mix and let that cook off for about 2 to 3 minutes. In the meantime, I'm going to go ahead and rinse off my rice. I'm going to be using 4 cups of rice in this video here. I know for you guys that are on Tastemade, the recipe says 2 cups. I just doubled it this time basically. And once I rinsed off that rice, I'm going to go ahead and just throw it inside of my pot here. And I'm going to be adding in my chicken broth here. This is completely optional. If you wanted to just use water, you can do that as well. It's all up to you. I just feel like the chicken broth gives it a really, really nice taste. So that's what I prefer to use. But if I don't have it, I just go ahead and use water. I'm just going to pour it all the way up to where the rice is covered, but not too much of covered, basically, if that makes sense. I ended up using basically the whole bottle of chicken stock. And I'm just going to give that a really nice mix just to make sure that everything is evenly distributed. I tried to do the little standing up spoon thing. Voila, it worked. Okay, next. Now I'm going to go ahead and cover my pot really quick, and it's going to be and we're going to cook that on a medium to low heat as first. And then once it comes up to a nice rolling boil, we're going to turn it down to low. And now once most of the water was gone and my rice was like, it was not crunchy hard, but it was still a little bit stiff, I'm just gonna go ahead and put on my foil over my pot here and put the lid on. And what this is gonna do is gonna help the rice cook a little bit faster and drain out most of that water. So right now I was just checking it to see, because it looked dry on top, but once I moved it, there was still a little bit more water here. So I was just moving it around really quick. You don't want to over mix it to get it mushy. And once I was done with that, I just popped the lid back on and I cooked it again for another 5 minutes. And once I realized that all of the water was out, I literally just turned off the heat and I just let it sit. And now this is just me just fluffing it out right here, and this was the finished product. And this rice is super easy. I don't know if I told you guys what brand of rice that I was using. I was using the Camilla brand. It's my favorite rice. I feel like it cooks really, really well, and it's super easy to work with. It's not too complicated. And once I fluff this out, I literally just put the lid back on and I let it sit for an additional 20 minutes, and it was perfect. Literally, here's the finished product right here. I hope you guys enjoyed this recipe. Let me know if you guys have any questions in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time. Bye.